Alright, so today we are here to learn how to make a 3D origami painting. In this case, a painting of a flamingo. Alright, so, as with all 3D origami paintings, it's double-sided. Alright, I'm using plain white for the back, so the design will only be on the front. Alright, okay, so, for this particular design, we're going to need 17 of this really dark blue here that I use at the bottom to represent the ocean. Alright, we are going to need 9, okay, of this pastel pink, this light pink, that I use for the legs and for part of the beak here. Alright, now this lighter blue that I use to represent the sky, right, 75 pieces altogether. Okay, this darker pink here for the body and the head, alright, 48 pieces altogether. Okay, and then obviously black for the eyes and the beak, 5 pieces. Alright, and then 130 pieces of plain white to create the back. Alright, don't worry, I'm going to have that listed in the description as well, so that you guys can just go check that if you need to get the exact numbers again. Alright, I will also have a link to a video showing you how to fold the pieces for those of you who don't already know. Alright, okay, so time to get started, yeah? Alright, time to get started with actually putting it together. So, let's get our pieces out here. Alright, get all of these sorted real quick. Alright, alright, okay, so time to get started on our flamingo painting. Okay, so we're going to use the dark blue here to create the bottom couple of rows, alright, so that we get the look of the water. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 blue, alright, put the white over it. The white will face backwards. Alright, I'm going to do 4 blue altogether. Alright, I'm going to add 1 of the light pink, another of the dark blue, another of the light pink, alright, and then 4 more of the dark blue. Alright, I'm going to end up with something like this. Alright, now to get the pixelated look of the painting, every second row will be facing backwards, alright, so that the rows that face forward will all line up to create the pixelated effect. Alright, it'll also help it lay flat. Alright, okay, so I'm going to use plain white for all of the backward or inverted rows. Alright, so, alright, okay, so I'm going to start the second row with 4 blue. Alright, another of the light pink, another dark blue, another light pink, 2 dark blue, 1 of the darker pinks, and then in the last and final of the dark blues. Alright, so we get this. Alright, now we're going to add another row of the inverted white. Alright, now we're making the transition from the ocean, or the sea with the dark blue, to the sky. So we're going to be using the lighter blue now. Alright, we're going to start off with, again, 4 blue. Alright, another one of the light pink, one of the blue, one of the light pink, one of the blue. Alright, now 2 of the darker pink. And we finish off with the light blue. Alright, now again, we're going to add that inverted row of white here. Alright, okay, row 4. Going to start off with 4 of this lighter blue again. Alright, alright, followed by 6 of the darker pink. Alright, because we're getting to the body of the flamingo. Alright, see? Now another row, the inverted white. Alright, 3 of the blue. Alright, okay, with 7 of the darker pink. And we end with 1 more of the light blue. Alright, again, we add a row of the inverted white. Alright, now 2 of the light blue. Alright, followed by, again, 7 of the pink. And we end with 2 of the light blue. Alright, we're going to, again, do another row of the inverted white. Alright, we're going to do, again, 2 of the light blue. Alright, and we're going to do 6 of the pink. And end with 3 of the blue. Alright. Okay. Another row of the inverted white. Alright. So we're going to start off this time with 3 of the light blue. Alright. Okay. Followed by 3 of the pink. Alright, we are now moving up into the neck of the bird. Alright, and then there will be 5 of the blue after that. Alright. Okay. And then yet again, a row of inverted white. Alright. Okay. We're going to start this time with 4 of the blue. Alright, with 2 of the pink after that. Alright, and then finish the row off with the blue, which should be 5. Alright. Alright. Add another row of the inverted white. Alright. Okay. We're going to start off with 2 of the blue. Alright. Followed by 1 of the black, because we're moving up into the head now. Well, head and still part of the neck. Okay, so another 2 blue. Alright. 2 pink. Alright. And then 4 blue. Alright. And now another row of the inverted white. Alright. So, start off with 1 blue, followed by 2 of the black, 2 of the blue, alright, 2 of the pink, and then 4 more of the blue to finish off this row. Alright. And then another row of the inverted white. Alright. Okay, so start with 1 blue, 1 black, alright, 1 of the light pink. Alright. Okay. Followed by 4 of the regular, or the darker pink. Alright. And then 4 of the blue. Alright. Okay, so another row of the inverted white. Alright. So 2 of the blue. Alright. Our final 2 of the light pink. Oh, whoops, sorry. 1 blue. And then 2 of the light pink. 1 of the darker pink. The black for the eye. 2 more of the darker pink. Alright, and then 4 of the blue to finish off the row. Alright. Our final row of inverted white. Alright. And then we get to our final row of the design. So 3 blue. 3 pink. And then finish the row off with our final 5 of the blue. And voila, 3D origami flamingo painting.